Yep. So yeah, that's the end of Outlast, everybody. Yeah, it kind of has a not really sudden ending, but it's an ending, but it's kind of definitely leaves stuff open to kind of be built upon. But yeah, that was like our 2 session playthrough. But anyway, and also credit goes out to Samuel. I imagine he works for Red Barrel. The music, he did that music. Music's not bad, so good for you. And also Game On Audio. That's go credit to them too, because the audio and direction in this game is pretty good too. But yeah, I guess I'll just talk about like thoughts and stuff. Well, I really like Outlast. I really thought it was a really good and well-made game. Especially, I think this was the first game that Red Barrels ever did, and if it is, then it's pretty good first game. Because I mean, in terms of like the visuals and everything, it's pretty good. I mean, it was not that visually, it's not a bad game, looking game, and but yeah, I mean, it's pretty good first attempt if this was their first game, which I imagine they are. And I think Red Barrels, or at least it originally was comprised of like ex-Ubisoft employees, which, yeah, if that's the case, it probably shows, considering the fact that obviously they have experience with doing not necessarily horror games or anything, but bigger games. But yeah, I mean, this game I think is very well made. Although through this playthrough, you obviously, especially in this session, you've seen a few weird kind of glitchy things. But I don't know, for some reason that might just be my luck, because considering whenever I go back and play horror games, like especially as I mentioned earlier, if I go back and play Slender the Arrival on the PS4, or especially on the PS3, there's just a bunch of weird crap that happens. I don't know why, it's just freaking weird. But yeah, I've mentioned before in this earlier, I think at this point I am going to be doing the DLC, the Whistleblower deal, so I'm going to be revisiting that as well. But when that will happen, I don't know, maybe within the next week, potentially. But yeah, so I'll probably replay that. That might be I might not be getting through that quite as fast, considering I've only played through that once, and that's what I tried to do on my original playthrough. That's the first time I ever played it. So I think this next time will be the second time I've ever really fully played through it. And it might be a bit more interesting. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is going up on the YouTube. I'm not sure how many video clips I've had this time. Hopefully I can upload them faster than I did last time, because I intend on keeping these video clips on my hard drive, instead of having to putting them on a USB and having to copy them upload them through the YouTube website, because that's not the fastest way to do it. I mean, it literally took like over 7 or so hours to just upload 7 parts of my first session of this. Granted, I mean, I know it was like 8 gigs or so worth of footage, but still, it's like, my gosh, it takes forever. But yeah, one last thing, obviously, Outlast 2, it's a thing. Heard us mention it, try to talk about it earlier. And I don't know if it's going to get hung up on this loading screen, but I don't really care at this point because I'm talking, and then the game's done. So, but yeah, it's the current release date. We don't have an exact release date, but it's coming out in fall of this year, so it's coming out soon enough. It's still got a reasonable amount of months to go. But as I was talking about earlier, I might leave a link to this in the description as well, maybe, so you guys can find it easier. But in this, there's 2 things of gameplay for Outlast 2 that I mentioned way earlier in this playthrough, that came out, and it looks freaking good. It looks very, very good. But you guys can probably see what I mean. I think I will put those in the description. But and also, I might have briefly touched on this. I will be putting Feared Genocides, which is my co-commentator from earlier. I will be putting the link to his YouTube channel in the description, just like the past 7 parts, in the description. So go out and check out some of his stuff, because he does he does some pretty good stuff. We're doing a bunch of that stuff right now, and I make appearances out, especially as of recently, within the past couple months. I've been doing a lot of co-commentating on his channel in videos, but yeah, I'm serious. Go check out his zombie playthrough on there. I mean, yeah, they're hour-long videos for the most part, but it doesn't matter. Just watch any of that. It's freaking crazy. But regardless, yeah, his link will be in the description. Go watch his crap. It's about as crazy as mine. It's probably more crazy than mine, considering it's both of us on that at the same time. But yeah, I think it's going to get hung up on this, which is ironic, considering it's only would need to do is just go to the title screen. But anyway, yeah, I think I'm just going to end up being rambling on if I don't stop this here. But yeah, I think that's basically one more thing about Outlast 2 is the fact that I'm trying to figure out. My initial thoughts when Outlast 2 is going to come out was I was thinking, well, obviously, since I had a lot of fun doing Whistleblower DLC the first time I walked through and I didn't know what I was getting myself into, obviously I'm going to do that with Outlast 2 because it's going to surprise me and it's going to make for better commentary and stuff. Don't know if I want to do that because I don't know whether I want to experience it just for myself and then go through it and know essentially what's going to happen, or if I want to do it the first time. I might still do it when I play it during a stream or whatever. I might still have it to be where it's my first time playing it, which I might do still. I might still stick to that, but I'm kind of questioning it now. But I think I might still do it have the first time. But yeah, that will obviously happen till probably October is probably when the game's going to come out. Because if you're going to release the horror game in fall, freaking release it in October. You know, just freaking do that. I mean, but yeah, we'll find out at least within the next couple months when the exact release date is, because Red Barrels is relatively secretive, or they've been secretive with this with the sequel. But yeah, I guess I might as well end it here, considering you're not going to have anything different to look at here. And so yeah, it's at the very least, at the soonest amount of time, I expect to see stream and eventual port of YouTube of a Whistleblower DLC. So keep your eye on that. And I'll probably have to drag Genocide back for it, if anybody. Might have somebody else on there. Might have our friend Boomhauer8606 join us for that again. But yeah, I think that's about it. I think I've rambled on long enough, and I need to have a decent amount of stuff left on this for the video clip before it ends. But yeah, thank you guys for watching the live streams if you did, and be sure to go to my Twitch channel, and like I mentioned earlier, take the link from my YouTube. It's linked to my YouTube. You just copy that and put it into YouTube or put it into a URL and search it up, and you'll go to my channel. It's probably the easiest way you can do that. Or just type Shadow676 on the search bar of YouTube. And you'll eventually see these. But yeah, that's about it. So thank you guys for watching. Take care. Have a good night. See you next.